As I'm standing here, my feet form the base of my foundation, and my center of gravity, which is here, is right in the center. Now, if my center of gravity is slightly off and it's maybe more shifted over one foot, you can see that that's going to create some movement in the spine. Now, having consistent movement in that spine is fine, but when it's stuck in one position, that's when it becomes a problem. So if my feet are narrower, then my base is more narrow, but my center of gravity still ideally wants to be plumb line center of my 2 feet. But what if you're walking or running? When you're walking or running, the walking gait is 1 foot. You take this foot off to take that step forward. So your center of gravity needs to be over the center of your base. Now, a good guide for this is to imagine a plumb line. You could even make a plumb line from your belly button. That plumb line should all the way down over the middle of your standing foot. So that's what we're going to practice. We're going to practice being able to sustain your center of gravity over 1 foot and then shift it over the other, because that's what we do when we're walking, and that prevents us overcompensating through your back. The first exercise we're going to practice, we're going to slow walking down. You're going to step forward with your right foot. The knee will be soft, you'll push up off the back foot, and we want to travel your pelvis, your center of gravity over that foot. Now you can look down, have a little look, make sure your belly button is right over the center of that foot and that your spine is zipped up nice and straight at this point. And we're just going to hold it here. You're going to feel what's happening here in the outside of your thigh, a little bit achy, and we'll take it back and then we'll change feet. So step forward with your left foot now. Soften the knee, push off the back foot until that center of gravity is over the top or the middle of that foot. Hold it. Get a sense of what it feels like. If your hips are not over that foot, you'll be trying to compensate with your head and your shoulders. Look at the impact that's going to have on the spine. So shifting the pelvis, the center of gravity over that foot, holding it there. And we're just going to practice that exercise, shifting your center of gravity over 1 foot, over both center, and then over the other foot. It's as simple as that. This easy exercise will start to strengthen the hips, and it'll get your feet and your entire body getting used to that movement of shifting your center of gravity. Practice that for a few minutes. Then what we're going to do is we're going to challenge it. So we're going to take that right foot forward. We're going to soften the knee, push off that back foot. If you feel balanced, we can take that foot off and we're going to hold it here. Have a look at my foot here. Can you see my foot is not static? It's twitching the whole time, flicking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that means so is my hip. But what's happening is it's shifting back and forth, and it's calibrating the whole time, okay? When it doesn't do that, let's shift onto the other foot. If it doesn't calibrate back and forth or side to side, what will happen is this. It might just roll to one side and stay there, and that's when you have a problem. So let's practice that exercise. Pushing off the back foot, landing on the front foot, and holding. Take it down, change the foot, push off that back foot, soften that knee, and hold. Let's keep that going. Pushing off, check, center of gravity over that foot, take it back, and hold. So there is that very deliberate shift over that foot and then back. Then what we can do next for the third exercise is to narrow that base. So you saw in that last exercise, I was going out, challenging it, out and challenging it. We don't walk with like that. but that is going to strengthen those hips. So we're going to make it a little bit more narrower, a little bit more natural. So I'm going to step forward this time with the right foot. Push off the back. If you want to, you can leave that big toe on the floor. You can lift it off and hold. Hold it for about 10 seconds. Allow your foot to calibrate, to flicker. Take it down. Step forward with the left. Soften the knee. Hold it. Make sure you're nice and upright. A good way to, or good place to practice this is in front of a tall mirror so you can see that you're upright. And then take it down. Okay, so you've got 3 exercises to practice there to strengthen those hips. If you practice them regularly, you will start to repattern that movement. You will have that natural pelvis shift, left and right. I'm exaggerating it for the video. But then we also have that movement happens with that lumbar spine rotation. So our spine likes to move, but when it doesn't like to move is when it's compensating for something that the hips aren't doing or the ankles aren't doing. If you found that video beneficial and you liked it, please give the video a like. Pop a comment below because I always answer people's questions in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. It's free, and I will see you in the next video.